Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sub-08765, aka Jeremy here, bringing you today's, I guess we'll call this a mini podcast. Still in the process of exactly how I want to lay out the podcast. I've decided I think I'm going to do it on SoundCloud, so that'll be, more details coming soon, obviously. So, definitely look forward to that. It'll probably be, like I said, it's going to be entertainment slash sports and gaming centric. There'll be other topics and stuff on there as well. I'm eventually, going to get audience participation in terms of, topics that they want to hear me talk about. And as I get more guests and stuff, I'm still looking for getting like a co-host or, doing a different guest each week when I do it. I'm sure my voice would just get repetitive after a while, especially once the podcast gets a, format. And, these things tend to grow. First few might be only a few minutes, but they will grow. So, just wanted to cover a quick weekend in sports. This is going to probably be a very local Detroit one, so if you guys aren't Detroit fans, I do apologize, or if you despise the Detroit teams, if they beat one of your teams this weekend, I also apologize. So we'll get right into it. Professional sports, we had both the Red Wings and the Lions playing. Pistons I'm not counting yet since they are in the preseason, and that means nothing, of course, as it does in any other sport. With that being said, we'll get right to the Lions. They played the the New Orleans Saints. I apologize, and of course it was at Ford Field. It looked kind of bleak there for a while, and I will admit I was among those that thought they were going to probably lose. But they ended up pulling it out and winning 24-23. So a really awesome thing. It moves their record to 5-2, keeps them tied atop the division with Green Bay, who also won their fourth game in a row. So very impressive effort by them, and the Lions managing to keep pace, which is awesome. At this point, they're 5-2, looking about almost midway through the season. We'll see how the game shakes out in London, England, when they play this Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons. Good thing for the Lions is it's considered a Falcons home game, so the Lions don't lose one of their 8 home games, and they don't have to actually go to Atlanta, so it's not a true road game since both teams will be on the road at a neutral site. So I definitely like the Lions' chances of winning that game. Atlanta being 2-5 doesn't really impress me. At home is where they did all their damage offensively, and obviously being at a neutral site, we don't know what kind of Atlanta we'll get. So I picked the Lions, probably in a close game. I would say it's decided by 3 or 4 points. On to the Detroit Red Wings hockey team. They had a home and home with the with Toronto Maple Leafs over the weekend, and they won the first game in a shootout and ended up winning the second game 1-0 with 9 seconds left in overtime. Henrik Zetterberg scoring the winning goal to give them a 1-0 victory. Zetterberg would definitely be the player of the weekend for the Red Wings. He had 4 assists in the first game and the obviously only goal in the second game. So impressive weekend for the professional sports teams of Detroit. On to the college ranks. We only had one team playing, and that would be the Michigan State Spartans. And kind of after a slow start, they ended up piling it on, scoring over 50 and holding Indiana to 17. So Indiana was playing with a third-string quarterback, essentially, and they didn't pose much of a threat after Michigan State got its ducks in a row. So good job on the Spartans. I'm personally a Michigan Wolverine fan. However, they had a bye week. They have a few days left to get ready for the Spartans. Not sure how that one's going to go. It's probably not going to go well for the Michigan Wolverines. I don't expect Brady Hoke and the coordinators to come up with a game plan that's going to impress me. So I'm going to unfortunately probably have to pick the Spartans, and I know the spread was 17 the last time I checked, according to the Vegas odds makers. 17 doesn't seem out of the range, though I could see it being north of that as well. I'm going to pray for something close or even a miracle and hope God himself intervenes and maybe the Wolverines can get an upset. But I'm looking for them to just not embarrass themselves. I hope Devin Gardner has a good game. I just hope he doesn't get the crap beat out of him because I could see Michigan State's defense doing that to him. Only chance I could see Michigan having is if State stumbles out of the gate and they do what they had done the last couple weeks prior to this Indiana game and, just taking their foot off the pedal once they got a lead. But I don't know. Both teams should come with their emotions, so I would expect their best. Unfortunately for Michigan, State's best is a lot better. So I'll give that to State, and I picked them covering the spread of 17 currently. I will end the podcast now. This is actually going to wrap us up. This has been Sub-08765, aka Jeremy. Be sure to share this. I would like to definitely build my audience, and you can contact me at any of the links below on this in the description on this page. You can via Twitter at Jeremy Cunnings1, subzerojeremy at gmail.com, or right through both YouTube or Google Plus as well. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for next time.